Hello and welcome to another live stream. How y'all doing? Are you doing well? Howdy Moon Juice 6969, perfectly funny name. Sorry I can't watch tonight, but have fun everyone. Have fun whatever you're doing tonight, Slime. Oh, thank you for the bits. Marcel, can you please tell Thomas Vennekens from YouTube that his wish has come true and that he will have a slimeless chat tonight? Oh, it's that guy. Ah. Yeah, I could, probably not gonna do that, but if he sees this, there's a slimeless cat. If he's here, there's a slimeless cat. I'm feeding my foster kitten some formula. Oh, I hope they're doing well. Trying to fix the holiday for September. What holiday? The perfect thing to have on while I edit Doom levels. Well, have fun. I love cards and coasters. Yeah, they're pretty good. A lot of the coasters in the pre-built scenarios are actually pretty good. Like this one, which is from Crumbly Woods, actually. Thank you for the follow, Candles for Life. Ah, it's the rent of the litter. Trying to get his weight up. Nice. Oh, geography question already. Okay, so before we start doing the, Mel's World thing and stuff, which you're gonna continue from a week ago, hence the title of the stream. Oh, thank you for the 11 months, Jarsnel. Last week, well, Thursday, I uploaded this video. Well, a video about this park, which... There we go. You may have seen it. You probably have seen it. It's 1000 rides in a 22 by 22 square. And I think it was a pretty good video. And at the end I said, people, if you know a better way to do it, a smaller square, then let me know. And what do you know, just a few hours ago, I got this from someone. Someone called Fail Downs. And after it loads, this is 1000 rides in an 18 by 18 square. And it is so much better than what I did. As you can see, it staggers the layers. It has layers in between the layers. And I did say at the end of the video that might help. And so it did. So we're already down 4 tiles. And it's pretty amazing. So yeah, I'm planning to do a follow-up video on this. Because this is definitely much more dense. Because if you go from 22 to 22 is 484. And 18 times 18 is only 364. Is that true? 364? I think so. So you go down a lot. No, 324 actually. So you go from 484 to 324. Which is like, yeah, pretty much a third. This is only 2/3 the size. So it's a lot smaller. It's 1.5 times as dense. Which is pretty good. Is the ground also at the lowest level to increase the space to the height limit? Yes. The ground here is, as you can see, there's no terrain here on the side. So it's definitely lower. And let's see. Ride limits. Yeah, it goes all the way up. Let's see how much higher we can go. If we pick this one. Oh, obviously it can't build anymore. Okay, let's delete one of these. Because we're at the ride limit, which is why I did 1000, by the way. Yeah, no, that's literally the height limit. There is still some space, though. Not all the space is used. If you look on this side, we could put a few more mazes and stuff here. So, it's still not... you could still fit on more, but going down to 17 by 17, that's a lot. Also, I completely missed the geography question. Apologies. Oh, what place is the furthest from the center of the earth? Oh, it's that mountain in Ecuador. I forgot what it's called, but it's a mountain of like 6.5 kilometers tall. And because of the bulge of the earth, it's further away than Everest. Anyway. Oh, there are chairlifts here. Hang on. They are much bigger than they need to be. This is the first time I've really looked at it. Let's see, cutaway view. I knew the chairlifts you could do a few more layers. They can be smaller. You can fit another one here. You can definitely fit another one here, because this is only... They only need to be 3 tiles long, and 3 times 4 is the same as 4 times... Oh wait, you can't, because they're layered. This is of course you would be blocked. by the entrance and exit building of the other one. So while they are longer than they need to be, if you make them shorter, you can't actually fit more. So no, that does make sense. Yeah, this is a user called Fail Downs. They sent me this park. They built it. And the bottom two layers are basically the same. Obviously there are not as many mazes. But yeah, you can't optimize that anymore. But yeah, it's definitely much better as it's only 18 by 18. Ha, you can see which road to drop was this first. Because that one's a different color. Anyway, that was that. And now let's continue with magnificentifying Mel's world. Is it just me or have loading times gotten a lot longer in some of the recent Open RCT2 versions? So, this, lol, is Mel's world, is what we worked on last time. And here we have the haunted house with some stuff next to it, you know, a hole and some other mining theme related stuff. And we have a nice grove for the junior coaster. And we have our Candyland go-kart and Wonderland, which I think is quite lovely. Did you find out why all the entertainers ended up in the end? It's probably like similar to maze pathfinding. I don't know if anyone's actually looked into the code, but people have set up tests and stuff, and yeah, it's probably the same. Which is interesting. I wasn't really bothered to find out, but other people did. I just thought it made the video better because it was funny. It looks like I only have one security guard that I can fire. So, I hope that was worth your 5,000 channel points. The Candyland cards is so well made. Thank you. I'm quite proud of it. It was a furry convention. Yes, it was. Okay, and then we also made a little forest here. And we made a cliff here, which took a lot of work. And in the end, it turned out quite nicely. Welcome, G Sketchpunk. Did someone already fire them the last time you did not rehire? Probably yes. That's also why these two are still broken down. Also, I probably forgot to fire the security guard because usually I don't have security guards. But I assume that this scenario starts out with one. Which is why we still had one. So yeah, not exactly the greatest start, but eventually I'll be able to get them back. I think these are eternal? No, they're not quite eternal. There's no cheats used here actually. Okay, I think we should continue with this area. And I'm not exactly sure what we should do. Ah, candy cars are also broken down now. So we only have 2 working rides. That's a great park. Name a ride of your choice. If it's a ride that's already named, you can't do it. Well, the merry-go-round Technoblade never dies. Oh yeah, that's a thing that happened. Technoblade unfortunately passed away. Now, I never watched his videos, but obviously I knew of him. And he passed away recently. And his family uploaded a video to his channel with a message from Techno. And yeah, it was a really moving video. And actually there's a tribute to him now in Minecraft. If you open up the launch screen, there's a pig in there. And that pig now has a crown. Which I think is interesting and a nice tribute from Mojang itself. People are currently campaigning so that if you name a pig Techno or Technoblade, that it will get a crown. I don't know if that will happen. But at least Mojang's done something, which is nice. That video went insanely viral, by the way. It's already got like 50 million views. It's already Technoblade's most viewed video. And it's only like 3 days old. So a lot of people know about it. And he's gained like 2 million subs since as well. Obviously that's not of any use, but it's interesting to see how the community responds to such a thing. Because I don't think a YouTuber that big, because he had more than 10 million subscribers. I'm not sure if a YouTuber that big has ever passed away before. So the impact on the community is interesting. Anyway, I think the first thing we should do is build something on this mountainside. We could go for another cliff to reflect this one. It doesn't need path on it. But I think it would be nice. Total Biscuit. Cranky, can you take care of that buy followers thing? I think we could go for another cliff, you know? How big was Total Biscuit? Thank you very much. I've heard of Total Biscuit, but I don't know anything about him, really. Okay, I'm gonna make another cliff here. And it would be nice if, I think, if the land goes up a little bit. And it has to be sort of natural. And that's difficult if you're me, because I'm not great at this. But I think this might come close. It definitely might need some more on this side. And I think the cliff needs to be dirty. At least it's kind of dirt. Oh, now rocky is probably better. At least the sides. Yeah, that already looks a lot better, doesn't it? And now we need to make it a little bit more like that. Yeah, I like this cliff already. I basically just mimicked what I did on the other side. And it looks already like a nice cliff, doesn't it? Let's see. What if we do that? And if we raise that? Yeah, that looks nice. Don't you agree? I think it fits well with the other cliff. And it fills up the space nicely. Maybe we could make it like slightly bigger this way. If we take this like down a notch. Then we can raise this land. No! God damn it. I really wish we had a back button sometimes. This is not what I wanted to do. I need to disable that. And then like that. But I want the cliff to go a little bit more this way to fill up that space as well. I love the path of death that the guests are going in circles on. Yeah, it's not the most efficient thing. You know what? I should rehire staff. We only have one working ride at the moment. And very dirty paths. There we go. By the way, last week I've been dealing with a bit of a feeling of, what do you call it, emptiness. Haven't been feeling terribly productive. I mean, I've been fairly productive with the videos and stuff, it's all fine. I mean, next week's video has been finished several days ago. So that's fine, but other than that, I've not been feeling too great. It happens from time to time. This feels a little empty inside, I suppose. Which is fine. It's not pleasant, but like I said, it happens. But I'm happy to be streaming now. I need to extend this cliff this way a bit. Bit of a depressive mood, maybe. Maybe, yeah. But it'll blow over. I've had it before. Fortunately for me, it does blow over. This one. Yeah, it is starting to look real nice. And actually, we can do a path on top of this. Take a few days off. I mean, I haven't been working the last 3 days, so... That's kind of already... I mean, apart from looking at comments and interacting on the Discord server, which is working, but that doesn't really count as working. Because that's just me basically doing nothing. Yeah, there we go, and then we put the little fence there. Like that. Oh, and then a few benches. And there we go, there we have another cliff. Not quite done yet, though. I wouldn't spin that edge if I were an elephant trainer. Entertainer, no. But, yeah, they're kind of suicidal sometimes. And they're also furries. And they like to go to conventions. So I'm wondering what the curve will look like, because you might have noticed recently YouTube has made the addition of kind of a replay curve that you can see which moments have been replayed the most. And I think that is definitely a point that will stand out in my video. I suffer depression quite badly, but it's fine at the moment. Well, at least it's good that it's fine at the moment. Clinically depressed here. It's a daily struggle. Yeah, I'm very lucky that I'm not clinically depressed, as far as I know. Also, that's not... you know, I haven't felt depressed for long amounts of times. But sometimes it's a bit, and it's mostly circumstances. Sometimes, you know, there are things that are playing which I'm not willing to share, because, you know, private life and stuff. For example, about 1.5 years ago, things were not so great. But they went better. Yeah, I'll tap. What will the question be? Okay, I think the cliff is almost done. This was the easy bit though, because this is basically imitating what I've already done before. And then we need to make this a bit foresty. Then that's basically it. Then that's basically that thing done. What are the top 5 most popular cities in South America? That would be Rio de Janeiro, Sao Paulo, Buenos Aires, Lima, and Bogota. Let's see. if we can maybe do a little mix of these. Or if we make this forest go that way, maybe. I think those were the 5 at least. There are a little more, well, you know, bigly populated cities, but those are the big 5 with more than 10 million, I think. Let's see, what else did we have there? Birch trees. Everyone's not a robot, we're just humans. Yes, we are. You know, the thing is about being a YouTuber is that you don't really get to take time off. You can, obviously. But it's not like you have an employer that's like, you have this many holiday days, use them. It's not, doesn't work like that. You have to take care of yourself, and you don't get paid if you don't do anything. But you do obviously get vacation days if you have a normal job. So that can be difficult. Do we have... Yeah, we do have undergrowth there. And obviously I do take vacations. The last vacation I took was when I went to Germany and France with my brother. Which was very nice. I need to raise that and raise that. There we go, now I fixed that. It's not quite right about South America. Buenos Aires is not as large as Santiago de Chile. Oh, I didn't do them in order. But no, Buenos Aires is much bigger. Hang on. Santiago population is 5.6 million. And Buenos Aires, I think, is 10. Buenos Aires, it says 15 million. Obviously, there might be like metro and whatever, but it's 3 times the size it says here. This thing is still not fixed. Or has it broken down again? It's being fixed anyway. I would like to have something in the middle of here. Maybe a statue. There we go. Did you see my little suggestion? Can you make a small plaza with the elephant fountain and lock a few elephant entertainers there? I could make that one here. There is... Where's the elephant fountain? If I remove this... And then lock a few elephant entertainers there. They might get fired at some point. There we go. You can now do custom patrol areas, by the way. Because as you see, this is only 3 by 3. And the last one, the third one. There we go. Hang on, why do we still see a grid? The grid is a bit finicky. Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off. But for the second half of next week's video, I have the grid lines always on. I had them always on because I needed it for a shot for the video of last Thursday. But for a lot of the shots in next week's video, they're still on. I didn't notice until I was taking the thumbnail after I'd finished the video. So, if I didn't know this, it's not that noticeable, but you'll know, because I just told you. Which you might hate me for. Okay, this bit is done, and I'm really happy with it. Let's save it as version number 2. We booked our holidays, nice. Okay, I'm going to remove all these trees. I put them there earlier, but I'm going to remove them again. There we go. I'm going to extend the same forest down here. Although I kind of want at the bottom of the cliff not so much. I'll keep the growth a bit lower at the bottom of the cliff. Otherwise you can't see the cliff anymore. As someone who played a lot of RCT1, I'm used to grid lines being there, so it doesn't bother me. It's fair enough. And a few bushes, which of course can be plentiful at the bottom, because they don't obscure the view. Same goes for there, by the way. A few of those. Like that. Starts to look real nice, doesn't it? What's wrong with those trees? I didn't like them there. That's it, basically. Okay, I kind of want to do something in this forest. Like, build a little thing right in the middle of here, basically. I'm not really sure what. Water. It's delicious. A flat ride. No. It has to be like a really small thing. And I think a flat ride would be... Well, actually, no, a flat ride would be nice. But yeah, a powered kid coaster is much too big. Lately I've noticed that a lot of Dutch people say basically all the time when they're speaking English. I mean, probably. I say I mean a lot. But then again, I also do it in Dutch. Ik bedoel, so, you know, it's the same. What ride? Space rings? We could do space rings. We could also do spiral slide. Because that's really small. Kind of want it here. Like there. There maybe? If we do that. And then we can build it. Now we got rid of a lot of trees. Now it should be rotated. Like that. Give it a proper surrounding. Yeah, I should theme it a little bit. Like put a fence around it or whatever. Something like that. Hang on, why isn't that connecting? Oh, Mr. Burger Stall is in the way. Well, Mr. Burger Stall. How about I just connect it a little bit to the side? Like that. And then we can do this one. What shall we use? This one? If you raise this. There we go. And then we'll give that... You know, we'll give that... Yeah, we'll give that the wooden treatment. There we go. A little bit of fencing. We'll use these. And we have ourselves a nice exit path. The exit path is fancier than the queue line here. So, what colors shall we colorize? The purple we've already got nearby. Ooh. Tentrance. You want the tentrance. Oh, thank you for the bits, Candles for Life. You're now making slime jokes. I have no idea what joke I made. I think, I mean, this is basically the original colors, which is not bad. Fence joke. Did I make a fence joke? I don't remember if I did. Okay, how about we surround it with... Yes, Kangi did. I didn't. Perhaps white red. White red is really classic. The exit path now looks fancier. I didn't make... That wasn't meant to be a joke. I just said it. And then we need one there. Now it already has a bit of a character. And what if we take some trees we haven't used in this vicinity? Okay, we should definitely swap these around, I think. No, this might be fine, because then we don't have as many tall ones. There we go. And then we can go a little bit further. And you know what? We'll do this side too. Because why not? There we go. There's a little spiral slide right there. Not sure how I feel about this. It's not perfect. I never use those tall round hedges, but they look so pretty. You mean the trees? Maybe it does look a bit. What if we just remove the tall trees? Hang on, what did I just remove? Did I gain 3? Oh, that's guests paying. Never mind. Okay, I do agree that this only already looks a lot better. What if we just make all the forest around it again? Because I removed a bit of forest with, you know, redoing the hills and stuff. Small flower beds. We could do small flower beds in between. Oh, you can't do them on hills. That's not gonna happen. Unfortunately. I could put them on top of the trees. That could work. No, let's not do that. Oh, whoops. Deleted the tree under it. Of course we have some other trees. We could do small bushes. Like those in between. That are really small. Ooh, what about these trees? Maybe that's nice. Let's see. I think that is nicer. Flowers on supports. Perfect. Yeah. You know what's also perfect? If you have like a small tree like this one in the air. You can't do all the trees in the air, but I have had like items in the air which, yeah, if you do this one. Oh, it no longer gets supports? Or was it just not able to generate supports? Oh yeah, like it's literally not on supports. There's just... it should just fall in between. That's not how... Also, if you move them on here, the supports are gone. That's just not how support should work. But that's how they do work. Anyway. I have a feeling we could also use some more statues. Like how about... no. That way. Bam, dolphins. Just a statue for the hell of a statue. Do we need fences around it? We could fence it off. There we go. Why not? Yeah, this is a lot better. Now the forest is not as oppressive. It's not as big around here. Put a few more bushes back in the forest. And it's kind of a division between the two as well. Oh, this is still a big empty area. We could just forestify that. With a bit of the grovey stuff. And then a few of those. And then a few bushes. And then something like that. Do all the right exits have fences at their exits? I don't think all of them. Mel Gibson's World. Alrighty. There we go. Mel Gibson's World. I mean, this one kind of has fences. I should probably do that. Hang on. Why does that still... Does it always have fences when... Why wasn't that erased? Footpath in the way. Well, screw you too. I'm going to... You know, that can just be that. And let's fancify it. With... Yeah, you know what? I really like these fences here. No, you know what? I think I have ones that I like better. No. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Maybe if we make these ones black. Like if we put these here. Nope. Maybe just not next to the exit. What if we just put like the... Nope. Do I like any fences there? I suppose they'll do. I like this. Delete instantly. Yeah, I'm a bit, well, slightly bipolar maybe. I shouldn't make fun of that. Wooden fence could work. Maybe. If we make it... You know what, let's try black. Ooh, that's very black. From this angle. What if we make it lighter brown? That's a lot better. It still doesn't really work for me. It's too short. I think I'm just gonna have nothing. Maybe that's better. Okay, then this side is mostly done. And then I want it to work on this side. And that's hell of a lag spike. They sometimes happen. Okay, so what I thought we could do here is... You know, I don't mind removing the top spin. I'm gonna keep the launch tree vocals, that's cool. What I thought we could do here is... Make this Egyptian. Perhaps deserty. You know, to have a lot of different themes. Or something like that. We could also go for a lot of other themes. I can just add themes that we don't have. What do you guys think of that? So just basically go like this all over the place. I think that would clash with the rest. Maybe it would. I don't think it would. There are lots of theme parks that have like such different areas. I mean, you told me this would be difficult, and I pulled it off. Now, I shouldn't become too cocky, of course. But a good pyramid tower. If you want clashy, we could also go snow. If anything's clashy, then that's it. What other themes do we have available? Let's see. Snow would fit with a bobsled. It would. We could go creepy. Oh, we could make it like entirely dead. Like creepy. How about making snow and desert literally border? Having a ride and building that intersects both areas. That's a little bit too big for this. That we should maybe do that like here. If we do that. Then maybe we could do like a creepy thing here, which kind of follows from the mining theme. Let's see, like Jurassic Park would maybe fit there. Maybe we could like put some dinos in there. Thank you for the 5 months. Xaak 1609. What else could be useful? Prehistoric, you know, you never know. You never ever know. Spooky theming. And that's a lot of themes. Save game. Okay, let's go creeper. Alright, let's start with making everything dirt. Look, Ryan was rich. Oh, I missed that apparently. We indeed have a rich boy. Okay. How far should I go with the creepy bit? Like, I could go all the way... I could, like, make it go all the way to the cliff here. I think that would be nice. Having different themes border the watery bit. And then like have it going to each other there, and then you know you have that bit there with the rock. Like that. And if we take this brush, and if we like make it a bit of a transition here, although I suppose we wouldn't really need this transition. Although I could just go a bit like this to make for a more interesting ground texture. Yes. I think that is better. Yeah, the merry-go-round can't crash. It can break down, but it never dies. We could put creepy style on it, which will speed up. Yeah, why not do that? Let's see. We need to do that one. Change it to a 3D cinema. Creepy horror style. And then change it back to a merry-go-round. There we go. Now the horror style can speed up. Okay, it definitely needs to be a different color though. Black. Like my soul. Okay, we need a ride here. What kind of ride would fit well there? A maze? Maybe a little coaster? Maybe a wild mouse coaster? How about a wooden wild mouse? Car ride. Car ride wouldn't be bad. Yeah, I think a car ride might fit nicely. Car dueling a wooden wild mouse. I think that's a bit... no. But a car ride would work well. Now it's a bit different, because we have one big steep area. So we should probably put the station like down here. The advantage is that it doesn't have to be long. Also, it shouldn't be canvas tent. Let's start with plain. I can always change it later. And let's go underground. There we go. And then we can go that way. And then we'll go up. And we'll go like that. Then we'll go like that. I think I need to... do like that. Does the car ride have an EIN penalty for too much in the ground? No, does not. How about this? The car ride starts underground. We could do that. That's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, the same level of the path as the path. Okay, let's fix this hill. And the other hill. Nope, like... hang on, how did that hill go? Oh, that thing was lower, of course. Just like... no. Oh, that one was also lower. Just like that. Something like that, anyway. I think this one was also lower. But, you know, whatever. Ah! Ugh. Shit. Okay, there we go. Hill is fixed. You know what? We'll start all the way here. What if I... do that? Marcel said a bad word. Shit ain't a bad word. It's literally just poop. Poop isn't bad. I mean, it can be bad in certain situations. Okay, you know what I want? What I really, really want? On this. Like that. That's nice. Everybody poops. Except the Pope. Otherwise he would be called the Poop. I'll go down to level here. And you know what? We'll go... no, that doesn't work. Ah, you know what? We'll do it anyway. And we go that way. No, we don't do that. That's ugly. We'll go that way and that way. And then we go that way. You know what, let's go underground, seas. Part of being creepy is going underground. Oh, but I do want that to line up there. And we can erase that. There we go. Perfect. Now we go that way. And that way. The music is kind of creepy. Which makes sense. Is that what we wanted? Now I think we should do that. Yeah, that looks nice. And we can go like that, so we go over the path. Maybe we should be one more that way. Yeah, I think that'll look nicer for what I have in mind. And then I'm going this way. We go underground here. No, 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 no. We're gonna do that. Perfect, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Well, not perfect, but good enough. Although I don't know how I would make it better. Oh, we can't go. Oh, the right exit is in the way. No. Alright, we'll go like that then. Ripperoni and pepperoni. The nice thing is, it doesn't matter what it looks like underground. You know what, we'll just go that way. Now we'll go that way. Now we'll... Yeah! Lol, I like that. There we go. Just gonna pop above ground for a little bit there. Oh, we're not low enough. There we go. Isn't that nice? That was a total accident. But it works. I think this one's actually long enough as well. I'm not entirely sure, but it's probably 200 meters long. Okay, no minimum waiting time. Minimum waiting times are stupid. Okay, where exactly is Mr. Station? Okay, so it's here. And there. And then let's build a path. Let's make this one yellow again. With these railings. And we can make this one the black. Black, that's brown. Yeah, maybe we need different cars. I think pickup trucks are better in the creepy. Wouldn't classic cars work better than sports cars? The vintage cars, yeah, that would be better. Let's see if we have them. Well, we definitely have them if I make them available. Let's see, vintage cars. There we go. Would you look at that? We're all vintaged up. Ooh, we got a lot more fences available, but none of them are really what I want here. What I'm looking for. Although, the bone fences are nice. That's nice, isn't it? Now, I also want to remove these. Because these don't fit the theme at all. And I'm gonna replace them with something else. Namely, dead trees. There we go. Much more pleasant atmosphere, isn't it? Fence off the whole ride area. With what fence? With the same bone fence? Could do. And I'm gonna put a bone fence on that side too. I love how it began thundering when you did that. Thunder has the best comedic timing. A tall metal fence with the pillars. Oh, that would probably work well, yeah. Although I've kind of already committed to the bone fence. I could have easily changed that. The tall metal fence. Where is it? Oh, it's there. You know what? Let's do both and see which one works better. The downside is that you can't do pillars on hills. And we have a lot of hills here, so maybe it wouldn't work all that well here. Because you would have lots of areas without pillars. Maybe the bones would be better. I think I'm gonna stick with the bones for now. Where are the bones? There are the bones. Alright, see you, Max. Ooh, I could definitely put Mr. Bones at the car, right? Okay, and then we need to go down here. And finish that up. There we go. Now it's fully encircled. Well, apart from this tiny bit, I suppose. But that's fine. That's like a little cheeky, pokey outy bit. Which is part of the ride, but also at the same time, it feels like it kind of isn't. Okay, Mr. Bones, Mr. Bones. We're gonna give him his red stripe around his hat back. Oh no, then we can't do the fence. No, 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 it's even more. You know what? Oh, he put it... Hang on, why does he not get supports there? But he does get supports there. You know what? That's fine. We're just gonna do that. And then we're gonna make that... There we go. We should do that everywhere. That's already a lot creepier. That's much better. Isn't it? Oh, oops, that bit hasn't been done yet. There we go. And then we should build more of whatever creepy things we can find. Let's start with a few trees. Oh, I should put the fence back. Nice Oni coyote. What the hell is an Oni coyote? Coyote. Probably mispronouncing it anyway. And a few other dead trees. It's a bit too many trees, I think. Quiver has broken down. Is Quiver this right? No. Is it this one? No. Which one's called Quiver? Oh, it's the bobsled. The name for the ride he gave. Well, which ride? Oh, it's user. Oh, sorry, I missed that message. Mr. Bones Sunday Drive. I was like, what? I was very confused. Oh, I did say it right. Well, good. Yeah, that's not a bad name. I should also probably do a bit of recoloring. No, not Marcel's. Mr. Bones. Sunday Drive. There we go. Right, recoloring. The grey isn't bad, actually. How about we make these a bit... Oh, no, that's incredibly ugly. Purple is not a bad spooky color. Purple and black. How about we do the darker purple? Oh, that works well. What are the stats? 328. It is long enough indeed. 0.59 and 0.06. Which is higher, much higher, than the stats of the only ride that is featuring in the next video. Okay, let's build more stuff. We have creepy theming. It should also be somewhere. There we go. Ooh, maybe we could have done this wall. Nah, I like the bones. The bones fit well with Mr. Bones anyway. How about a pumpkin? There we go. And a gargoyle. This one moves, doesn't it? I think it moves. I think it's animated, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh yeah, there we go. It is indeed animated. Could have some of these trees, but we could also use these creepy trees on this bit of the creepy area. We'll see. Skyride, I think, was a perfect size for this area anyway. I don't really want the swamp goo. That doesn't really fit here. We should have some nice graveyards. Graveyards are always a pleasure to be. And a nice graveyard monument. Oh, we have more gravestones still. Plenty to go around. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, no, we'll put them in the same orientation. And what about these graveyard monuments? One there. What other creepy things do we have? We could do the big skull, but I'm not sure if I'm such a fan of that. We could go for more... for a bigger graveyard here. Maybe that will work. Honestly, with this stuff, I'm currently feeling like I'm mostly repeating myself. Not in this park, but with what I've done before in other parks. It's not exactly new. It's not bad, definitely. I mean, it's nice. Normal statues can also be good. They can be creepy in such... what about this statue? Statue like that. Next to the gargoyle. That's not great. How about there? Maybe some walls with opening and closing the doors for underground and exits. Yeah, some more cliff-like structures would maybe be nice. I could Do this. Wait, why can't I build them there? I can't build them there. Yeah, I can do that. For some reason, I think that's not quite tall enough, that bit. Or maybe you can't build them on raised bits? Yeah, I think you can't build them when it's going up or down. Which is unfortunate. So I would also only be able to build one there, which is a bit weird to only have one of them. So I think I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, that doesn't really work because those are too tall. I see a red door now with painted black. I mean, yeah, obviously I would change the paint. This was just a proof of concept. Like that. The problem is that it's the only door and it's a bit weird if it's the only one. So that's why I don't think that would really work. Oh, it's also a song. I didn't know. My pop culture knowledge isn't all that great. Maybe if we put a few black flowers in here. I think that's... You see, the thing is that these black flowers are kind of a thing you wouldn't see too often here. Because who the hell puts those black flowers in a creepy area? Well, I do now, and I think it's something unique. The part near the haunted house is flat. What do you mean? You mean this? I mean, I could put two doors there, but that's really weird. What if I build one big tree here? Ooh, yeah, that does make it better. That does make it better. The one big tree in the middle that's not dead. Give them all black balloons, because they're old. What should I give black balloons? The guests. I could, I suppose, make a balloon stall with black balloons here. Let's see. Balloon stall, balloon stall. Okay, let's just do that. Blach! There we go. Back to here. They're still a little bit on the hill, which lacks something. But what? Ooh, how about we put some bonus in here? That makes it creepy. Yeah, I think that works. The skull. You see, the thing with the skull is that I find them a bit too much. Watch all your YouTube stuff and I love it. My name is also Marcel. What's up, Meowcel? Nice name. I think that with this... Oh, hang on, that is grass. That shouldn't be grass. There we go. With this, we're pretty much finished in this area. I think it looks nice. Though maybe this could something be different than grey? How about that? That does not look scary at all. That's somehow more scarier. Now this is also very scary because it's the worst, the absolute worst color in the game, which I'm terrified of. What if we make it? No, grey is definitely better than black. How about brown? I still think grey is the best one so far. Obviously not a bright color. Oh, this is good. Although it's the same as the color of the cars, which isn't good. Ooh, maybe this. Yeah, I think this works well. Honestly, I think we need less cars. It's not beautiful when there are so many. How about we do only 9 cars? I think 9 cars is a better number. I have one cat, he's 13. Our cat is about the same age. Oh, my parents' cat. Technically one of my stepsister's cat, but he's living with my parents. But yeah, he's been living with us for quite a bit longer than 2 years. Oh, his name is Marcel. Oh, you have a cat called Marcel. I thought it was your name. Never mind. I read that wrong. We can charge a lot for this, by the way. 660. I mean, we are slowly getting rich. I should advertise some more. That'll make us even more money. Because I built so slow, all the rides are getting old relatively quickly. Compared to how quick I'm building new rides. So, for example, this one's already quite old. People are still paying 1060 for it because they're absolutely batshit crazy. But we could have charged like roughly double. And after when you start year 6, the price is gonna go down a lot more. So then we'll really be hurting for money. We'll only be able to charge like 7 or 8, which is nothing. Still a lot, but it's nothing. Okay, there should be something here as well in this area. Maybe a thing of wood with a barrel next to it. There we go, that makes it a little bit better. Okay, we got this area done now. And I quite like it. So now it's time to continue working. Well, let's do this hill first. And afterwards we can do the water side. The lake side. Maybe we could... Nah, another cliff is maybe a bit much. But... Okay, what shall we do on this hill? I kind of like the merry-go-round here and don't really want to remove it, if only because of the name that it currently has. Drink some water, we all need it in these trying times. It's delicious. Hang on, there's a path going underground there. Where does that end up? Oh, it's the exit path of the freefall. Oh, that makes sense. It looks like this freefall is underground, but it's not. It's just above ground with the path supports, making it look like it's underground. Do you have any water rides available? Yes, I do. 4 of them, actually. But I shouldn't build any of them here. We don't have the space. I think we should leave any water rides for when we get to here. At some point. Okay, I think we should go for creepy forest with the creepy trees. Like we can combine that with these kind... Oh, these can only be on level land. Well, that's stupid. Well, let's start making a creepy forest anyway. Luckily these don't have to be on level land. Okay, these are very big. I should use them quite sparingly. You already have a name for the water ride. Well, you'll do better to remember it well then. Isn't this an RCT1 scenario? Yes. Yeah, you can't put flat rides underground in RCT1. Except... If we quickly save and then... Okay, it's in one of the two expansions. There we go, Thunderstorm Park. And come on, load for me. There we go. There's a launched freefall. Totally underground. This is actually underground. It's a developer only thing. You can't actually do this. If you would sell this in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, you could never ever build this underground again. You can't, like, it suggests to build underground. The problem in Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 is that you can only ever build roller coasters underground. Because you can't, there's no shift functionality. Or well, tracked rides. There's no shift functionality, so you can't do this. You can't start building underground. Of course, what you can do is do like this. Then go into it, then build another station, remove the other one, and voila, you can build underground. But other than that, no flat rides underground for you, mister. Which is why it's weird that this thing is underground. I've never played this scenario. I've never completed it. Not that it would be difficult. What's the goal? 1400 guests in 3 years. I mean, you don't even need to build underground for that. Anyway. Let's get back to Mel's World Magnificent version 2. There we go. And let's get back to our creepy forest. Yeah. Where were the... There were more creepy trees than just the one, right? Oh, these two are the other creepy trees. There we go. More of these. Obviously more on D, more of these. Let's see, I should put these wherever I can, because they can only be on flat ground. Hey Yuki, what's up? Okay, I should remove these. No, you know what, I'm gonna keep them. I'm just not gonna build any trees in between. Can put one there. Oh, I should build lots of bushes here as well, of course. Thank you for the follow, Govnatron. Okay, there are some more. How about we put in some of... No. I want to put in like another tree, which could help. Maybe this one? Oh, that's already around that path. Hi, Skakladoo. Maybe this one. Yeah, I think that one works nicely. To give a little bit of variety in tree height and all that stuff. Now we do somewhere there. No, not on that one. Oh, we still have one of those ugly trees left. Oh, and we could also do more of those lanky ones. They are definitely creepy. Then we can extend this a little bit more this way. So that they kind of fuse for a bit, the themes. I think that's nice. Thank you for the follows. Kakladu. I try to get like sort of an even distribution of trees. Okay, it's quite foresty now. I don't really know when I should stop, to be honest. Let's make this a bit more. Extend this a little bit. I should maybe I should fence off the creepiness, or I should transition into another area. Just like we transitioned into the mine area and transitioned from there into the grove. Either way, I think so far it's looking quite good. Thank you for the 2 months, Tanner the Horse. What do you guys think? Maybe I should add some things in the forest though. Like maybe add a little cliff here or there. There are already little cliffs. There are obviously already cliffs here. I don't really know. There are lots of senior items that I could put there. I like the transitions better than fenced off. Both have their merits. Why is build a ride of your choice no longer an option? Because currently I don't want to build a big wooden coaster or a stand-up coaster or whatever. This is not a park where that's really applicable, is it? Like, I would be, what kind of ride should I build here? And someone would be like, build a massive giga coaster. That doesn't really work, does it? Add some mushrooms. I don't think that would work well. It would definitely have to be these ones. But that's already in the Wonderland area. I don't think that works well. Although, maybe. Yeah, why not actually? It adds some nice contrast, because it's a light color compared to all the dark ones. Can you choose exactly what tiles staff work on now? Yes, you can. Although it's a bit strange that you're right now saying that, because I did that like 15 minutes ago, or even longer I think. What do you think, Max, of what I've done with the place? Oh, you have Diamond Heights open now. Ah, that makes sense. We should still recolor this. Loved your 1000 rides on YouTube. Do you ever do these challenges on stream? Not really, to be honest. Mostly I work them out just solo. That's kind of a way I like to work. I could definitely do challenges like that on stream. The thing is, often the execution of the challenge isn't that interesting. You know, I just condense it later. And also, when I want to record it, I kind of want to have, you know, the recording without the chat and record specific things and stuff. I think this color is actually fine the way it is now. How much real time did it take you to finally get the run for the Do Nothing challenge? I don't know, 8 to 10 hours probably. Quite a while. Maybe a bit less, maybe a bit more. I'm not so sure. But get a cookie cutter 8-minute YouTube videos. Usually mine are not exactly 8 minutes. I know what you mean, because with 8 minutes you can put in more ads, which obviously I do, because money is nice. But my last one was 13 minutes. But no, for example, the video which you'll see on Thursday was mostly just me doing nothing, basically. Well, it's a setup and then doing nothing for 40 minutes. That's not terribly interesting as streaming content, is it? I'm not gonna say what it is further than that, but it's mostly doing nothing. And the story is about, you know, why that setup works and stuff like that. Okay, now we should do the water side. We could do that the same, you know, just forest it up. Maybe we could do something more interesting. Maybe a few dinos on the water side. Can you show the complete park? Sure. Complete park looks like this at the moment. Isn't it nice? Rotate. Looks like that. And like that. It's clear which part we've built and which we haven't. It's quite heavily forested. And we have a lot of guests. Okay, this doesn't really look nice because they kind of merge into the mountain. Maybe we could... Well, if we do another cliff, it's maybe a bit much. We shouldn't do cliffs absolutely everywhere. How do you manage so many guests with so few rides? Constant advertising, my friend. I'll start with just a normal forest. I'll put a few of these trees back. Start with just continuing the forest and maybe we'll change it later. If we have better ideas. Kinda like it even more than Gigapark you did a while back. Yeah, the problem with the Gigapark is that it's massive and I did all the areas kind of loosely. But what I do here is much more detailed. Which allows for much better scenery. Oh, what I haven't done yet is add bushes. Maybe I should add a few of those. Different bush than on the other side of the park. Just to be different. Not a lot of space left for them. But whatever space we can find. There we go. Hashtag Marcel Vos is now a scenery builder. Oh, definitely not. I'm not very comfortable with this at all. But we do have the creepy theme. I think we have it sort of complete now. It's sort of the same area as like the normal forest. I think we shouldn't make it much bigger. But it does look nice. I must say, I'm quite happy with this. We only built one ride. I mean, I also built a merry-go-round, but that was like a long time ago. I could maybe fence off the merry-go-round. When will you continue the dance park? At some point in my life. Probably, maybe. I'll try. Oh, definitely at some point. I don't know when, but I'll continue it. There's a fence I want. Is it here? Yes, it's here. I'm just gonna fence this off, because I don't know, it'll look nice probably. Let's see. There, and there, and there, and there. It doesn't do any kind of really separation. Okay, this should definitely be raised up. There we go. Then we can put a big old tree right there. That's nice. I thought the music is awful here. The guests thought is it fairground style organs, the music was nice here. Well, this is horror style. And I don't think it's broken down yet since we put horror style on the merry-go-round. What does it sound like if it does break down? We don't actually need the cheap menu for that. There we go. Now we can see what it sounds like. Not bad. I mean, I'm turning up the volume for myself. For you, it's still the same. Nice and fast. It's quite creepy, isn't it? Okay, now it really starts speeding up. Nope, you won't fix it. That is quite creepy. Neither will you. I just keep dropping them on the other side. Ooh, that is nice. Which mechanic will be next to be dropped away? Come on, there should be a mechanic close now. Heading for the right. Coming into the screen soon. There we go. Away you go. Bye-bye. Honestly, keeping this around like that wouldn't be a bad idea, but I'm gonna have it fixed. I'll let them fix it now. I'll let mechanic 5. No, he's actually just walking. Or will he take the call soon? Or is this one? Ah, it's mechanic 5 that will save the day and rid us of this horrid music. Which is your favorite entertainer costume in the game? Mr. Panda Man. It's definitely my favorite. It's also quite standard. It's the mascot of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. I quite like it. Okay, now the big question is, what shall we make of the bobsled area? Let's make this a bit of a transition. There we go, something like that. Yeah, that's nice. Do you judge people who open the attractions before the pods are there? I sometimes do that, so no. Do you know how to enable the trees in the new Open RCT2? Yeah, you just need to redo the keybinds. Because it's see-through vegetation and see-through scenery are two different options now. And I both bound them to 5. So for me, I can still do it with one button. You need to go to Opciones. And then click on shortcut keys. And there are a lot of them. Like, a lot. A lot that I don't use either. And this is all for the scenery manager. I've never used any of those either. You play with default. I definitely don't. Let's see. My shortcut keys are... This is Q, which pauses the game. This is W, which does scenery. E, which is path. R, which is rides. R was kind of the basis, because R for rides. T, which is rides. Which is the rides list, which is normally R. Then you have A, which is, I think, place ride. Let's see if it is. Oh, it's rotate ride, which I did for a speedrun of Forest Frontiers. S, which is staff. D, which is research. F, which is finances, which is the standard one, actually. Is G something? I don't think so. Z is remove the HUD. X is decrease scaling factor. C is increase. V is make tile invisible. Or was it Control V? No, that's paste. Oh, maybe that's changed now, because it's no longer corrupt tiles, it's this. Let's see, what else do we have? Y was... Yeah, Y and U are zooming in and out. Is I something? No. O. P. P is park, but that's the standard one. G. H. J. K. L. M. M is messages. N. B. Now those are all nothing. Obviously you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which does nothing. Okay. 8, 9, 0, which also does nothing apparently. And then you have plus and minus. Oh, and of course backspace and shift plus backspace. Oh, and... Oh, 2 is see through water. It's both for me actually. It changes the water and it's... It deletes the ground. And enter is rotate. And what else do we got? I might have some numpad ones that I'm not sure about. Button 0 displaying path height. Oh, it is. I didn't see it. I thought it would be, but for some reason. H and V is nether. Not for me. I don't know what nether would be anyway. I mean, it's a Minecraft thing, so... I don't know. But that's basically my shortcuts. But now the question is, how should we... Whoops, that's right. How should we continue here? I think we can deselect a few objects. Because we did not use, for example, the giant garden. We didn't use... We did use Jurassic. Don't need Martian. Did we use prehistoric? No, we didn't. And we didn't use... I think that's all we didn't use. But yeah, that's a few less. So it's less messy. Black space, named as you like that. Well, it's called in English. Oh, you mean this? I think this is definitely the default. 2 is definitely the default for this in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. I've always known 1, 2 and 3 to do that. Anyway, back to the themes. What kind of theme? to make of this? I want something that doesn't clash too much with this. Does anyone have any ideas? We're building this together. Well, we're brainstorming this together, really. I'm building it. Could go for like space Martian. Someone said space science. Maybe the science part would clash. Jungle. We could go full jungle. With the bobsled through it. That would be nice. Yeah, let's go full jungle. Yeah, I need South American theming for that. There we go. I could also enable Asian theming. What does Asia theming give us? It gives us the bamboo, which could be useful. We could do the big Chinese dragon thing in kind of the middle or whatever. Snowy theming I already had potentially like here. Although, like Max said, that might clash too much. Because currently the transitions are quite nice. But we'll see. Do we have any other like big central pieces? Obviously we have a dome. But yeah, that's a bit ugly. This is South America theming. I was mostly doing it for like these trees and stuff. Which I think are pretty nice. Should turn down the volume. I turned it up so we could hear the horror music better, but then it was too loud for me now. Okay, definitely I'm going to remove all these trees. These can stay, because they kind of work in the jungle. But these should all be gone! Gone be you! They look so thin. I mean, they are in real life. Okay, we now kind of have a blank canvas. Since it's jungle, we should... well, not do that. You stupid person. Stupid me. We should paint. Paint with all the colors of the ground. Bob Roll's blank canvas. You're just as relaxing. I think I'm not quite as relaxing as Bob Ross. Okay, let's make the jungle go roughly until here. Gonna make it encompass the bobsled. It's gonna be fairly sizable. And then we could potentially put a water ride here in the middle. What is multiplayer feature on OpenRCT? Well, you're going to build a park with multiple people. You're all working on the same park. Isn't it nice? Isn't that nice? Please call it Bob Ross Sled. If you're willing to spend channel points on that. I could also just do it, but I think we could come up with better names. That are more jungle-like. Do you know if the coasters with the 2 lanes a total length of 1500 count? No, the first length needs to be 1400. Name a ride of your choice. Oh, there you go. Are you gonna do it, the Bob Ross sled? Bob Ross sleigh. Alright. Bob Ross sleigh. Yes. Bob Ross sleigh. There we go. Okay, before we junglify it, let's... At least I think that's what... At least I'm... Don't... Maybe it doesn't actually. I think that one does count. Team Killer. Maybe the total length does count there. Maybe I'm wrong on that. For the stat requirement, it's like I said, but... Maybe for the total length it's different, because I believe that one does count. Okay, let's put the station right here. Slime should name a bobsled coaster Bobsline. Oh, that's definitely already happened. Don't worry. It's already happened and it will probably happen again sometime in the future. Oh, this is not high enough for the trees. Let's rebuild those trees. False God. Just like God, I don't know everything. And I'm quite happy I don't know everything, because that would be boring, wouldn't it? Imagine knowing everything. That will be such a boring life. I would despise it. Learning is fun. Although, I suppose even if you know everything... Like, let's say you know every knowable fact. Like, if we say you know everything, we don't include that, for example, I know how... For example, whether it's going to rain 2 years in advance. Let's just say... Because you don't know what humans are gonna do, and humans influence the weather. So you can't know exactly that. But then again, yeah, I kind of lost my point. Let's just say that knowing everything would be boring. This is gonna be a long, long flume. And then I think I need to go one more. Oh, then that doesn't fit. Dang. That's a heck of a log flume. I wonder if it's maybe too long. Ah, now it'll be nice. It will be nice. Someone named Ken. Do I have names or numbers on? I have numbers on. Let's change it to names. Is there a name Ken? Let's see. Let's find out. Kev. Ken. Ken G and Ken J. Let's drown the J one. Because I feel like it. Bye bye. You will now die. I'm cruel. Okay, let's do like 13 boats. 8 seconds, that should be good. And then... Now, you know what? You know what? I should put it right there. For a longer queue line. And we'll make it green. Because why? Ooh, this is not going to work, is it? Nope. Okay, that will work. which is nice. Yeah, you know what, that's good enough. Good enough. Maybe we should change the path to the green path. In the jungle. Just so that it's different. Ask a geography question, that's certainly a reward I didn't expect to see. Yeah, you know, the reason that it's there is that I like geography. I'm a big fan of geography. And I just want to encourage discussion. You can certainly ask one, you know, ask a geography question without using the reward. That's fine. People do it. But, and I will answer it if I can. And if I like the question. But if the channel reward is there, people are like, oh, that's a thing we can do here. And they'll just start doing it. It's basically a reminder. What did Mississippi? I mean, that's not really a proper question. And we go that way. Is it me or is this a different green? Hang on. There should be another green one. I have a feeling... Oh, we already have it selected. I thought it looked slightly different than the green I was used to from Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, but I don't know. Turns out to be the same. Oh, it's a joke. There's a second green queue. Yeah, I know that. That one's darker. But I wasn't talking about the queue here. Now we go this way. Oh, right. Let's just make this a proper queue line that ends at not a dead end. Oh, I wanted to rotate. Thank you very much. Just like that. It's different. I feel like it's a bit more saturated. Oh yeah, this is also not a proper queue, but that's fine, because I want an extra path here anyway. So I'm just gonna go around it. And... now you know what, that should actually be this one, this color. Because it's no longer jungle. I can fine-tune this later if I need to. Would it be possible to build a park that only uses queue lines as path? No, you cannot build T-junctions. So that doesn't work. I recently had a friend who doesn't play Roller Coaster Tycoon suggest to make a park that's only one tile wide. The problem is, if you only go one tile wide, you can have like this. And then you can have your ride, you know, a maze. And then what? Like, how are you gonna do anything from here? There's nothing more to do now if you only go one tile wide. Now, a 2 tile wide park, that would be interesting. You could do lots of things with that. You can do it, but it's hard. How do you do it though? Exit drop onto lower path. Yeah, but how do the guests ever get back? Like, how do they ever get back to the... They don't. Yeah, so that doesn't really count, does it? Because obviously, if they don't need to get back, I don't need an exit drop. I can just go on like this. So, it doesn't really work. And we have entertainers playing on the grass again. Stupid entertainers. You might still be able to get some goals. Oh, you can be able to get some goals, but not really build a proper park. I mean, I got the Forest Frontiers in one tile was technically a one wide park. That worked. Okay, now it's time to make this into a proper dense jungle. Have you named the guest Mr. Bean yet? I have not. Let's do it. They might never ride the go-karts. And if they do, we will definitely not see because we're not paying attention. Well, you know what? Let's actually... Maybe we'll see if we do that. Oh, I missed the path. That one. Let's go that way. And that way. And we're out of the jungle. Perfecto mundo. Okay. Jungle, jungle, jungle. Bobsleigh in the way. I don't care. Damn it, I can't color a ride. Yeah, that's also turned off for obvious reasons. I mean, you can still do suggestions. But I don't want people coloring whatever rides bright pink or whatever. Or bright reds. I think you do understand why. Drink some water. I'll drink some water. Ah, there we go. Some nice water. Oh, I didn't put any on that hill. Some nice... I was gonna make the bobsled coaster have brown supports on the outer track with green, dark green track. That's kind of cliche for jungle though. I was thinking of maybe something more... daring. Ugh. Something more exciting. Maybe a little bit more erotic. Who knows? And these plants. Neon green and salmon pink. Yeah, like someone would do that. And that doesn't help if you're making a proper theme park. Okay, if we're gonna make the jungle dense, we need lots more trees. Lots more trees. Maybe we also... Where's Slime these days? He was in the... At the very start he was in the chat and gave like a heads up, hey, I can't be here. What if we put like a large rainforest tree right there? Or does that, if we have just one of them, detract from it? I do like this one though. Now you know what, I'm gonna keep to the vanilla scenery pieces. The other ones clash. The green is a bit too bright. Clashes too much in my opinion. And you can do a perfectly fine jungle with these. Also, it will look more like RCT1 if you... Obviously, some of these pieces are from RCT2. But the expansion pieces have such a different style that I think it's better not to use them. Thank you for the follow, Dirky Dirks and Cameo Higgs Boson. When is TwitchCon? I have no idea. I'm not gonna go if that's what you're going to ask. Let's put in a lot of small bushes as well. First, actually, let's put in a lot of bright flowers. How about we start with some orange? Seeing your home country, who or what are the borders based on in the Netherlands? I don't know. A few provinces are quite old. A few are based on rivers. Like, for example, I think the Meuse is a river border between like Limburg and Brabant for a while. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, like the borders between Groningen and Drenthe or Groningen and Friesland. I don't know. Alright, CMX. I don't know when those borders were established. And why they are what they are. I do know the border of Flevoland, which is easy, because Flevoland is just all the new land that got bouldered. So that's an easy answer. They should change the border. Why? Things are fine as they are. There is no good reason to change the border. And make it Ter Apel goes to Germany. What's wrong with Ter Apel? Like, there are a lot of places in the Netherlands that I've heard like jokes about or whatever, but I've never heard anything about Ter Apel. So what's wrong with it? Okay, now lots of these. Refugee camp? I'm not sure. There's a big one in Oranje. But I've lived near it and it was fine. So, I don't know. Then again, I didn't quite live in Oranje. But still. Lots of error messages. Nice. We should probably still recolor the bobsled. Also maybe put in some fences somewhere. Because all I've currently done is basically just build a lot of trees and vegetation everywhere. We could probably do a lot better still. Problem with Ter Apel is that it's the main refugee intake and there's lack of further space where to take them. This Ter Apel is overcapacity every other night. That would probably be quite annoying, yeah. Quite a problem. Apple sounds like Apfel, which is German for apple. Does it just mean the apple? No. Because apple is with 2 P's. Hang on, let's see. Let's Google it. Ter Apel. What does it mean? Okay, it's from the Ter Apeler Bossen, which is the forest of Ter Apel. Okay, it used to be... Hang on, what's a cloister in English again? Monastery. The used to be the Ter Apel Monastery. I don't know what Ter Apel is from. Like what the word apple is from. Anyway. Let's do more trees. No, these trees, please. Ter Apel sounds like it might mean potato. Potato is aardappel, which literally translates to earth apple. Which is actually the same as in French, where it's pomme de terre, which also literally translates to earth apple. Now some of these bushes. There are lots of nice different vegetation options for the jungle. And the monastery of Ter Apel is older than the discovery of potatoes. That's quite... Yeah, it's true, I suppose, yeah. Which is kind of crazy to think about, because the village I grew up in, a village called Ruinen, I remember celebrating the 900th birthday of the village. So it's indeed quite old. And that's older than Ter Apel. How about we make the logs... Now let's actually keep them log colored. I want to do something with a little bit of brighter colors. Okay, that's too bright. How about we make them green? Oh, that fits nicely, doesn't it? I live in a village that's existed since the 10th century. Yeah, for Europe, that's quite normal. Okay, this already looks a lot better, making it black. How about black and green? Oh, this is much better for the jungle. Isn't it? If we make the trains a bit darker red... I think this makes it look much nicer. There are also places in my city in the UK that are 900 years old, as in the buildings are still there. Yeah, not a lot of buildings that old still exist, although the church in my village where I grew up, in Ruinen, is like from the 14th century or something. Okay, we should definitely use some fences somewhere here, just to make it look a bit... Oh, we don't have an exit line. Lol. Well, we have one now. Alright, let's... that way. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of these fences. And extend these. There we go, that looks nice. Yeah, that was a classic Marcel moment. The CMM. Okay, then I should definitely, for example, do... Okay, hang on. 5. Now the scenery we built is immediately invisible, but that's fine. At least I can see where I built it. And there we go. One of those. That already makes it look a lot more interesting. Like there's actually some more stuff than just a forest we built some rides in. What else can we do? Oh, of course. We can do this. No log cabin. That's an improvement. There we go. Ask a geography question. Ask away. Liechtenstein borders 2 countries. Which border is the longest? I have a feeling the border on the left is quite smooth. So I'm gonna say Austria's border. Well, that one might also be smooth. I don't know. I'm gonna say Austria. Because the less smooth a border is, the longer it obviously is. Because border paradox and whatever. Austria 35, Switzerland 41. Okay, so very close. Like, if a border follows a river, it's sort of like infinitely long, because coastline paradox and whatever. But if your border is just a straight line, that's not a problem. Like, for example, big sections of many American countries, like Mali and Algeria, but also many US states, that are just a straight line, so their borders do have a defined length. And whatever you make of it, it's the same. Okay, can we maybe put some kind of highlight piece in the jungle? Or something. Like I said, I don't really want to put one of these in, because they don't really have... They're kind of a different style. Did you say Mali is in America? No. I said Mali and also the American states. Or did I do say American countries like Mali? Maybe I did say that, I don't know. But yeah, I know it's in Africa. I haven't used this jungle fence yet. Okay, so I did. Well, it was a mistake. As I make so often. But hey, well, that's the purpose of life, to make mistakes and learn from them. Because if that's not the purpose, what is? Ask a geography question. Is Mali a US state? It's most definitely not. You know what could maybe spice this up? If we have, for example, here a rocky area with only little bushes as vegetation. Because why not? Well, does that look nice though? Now you know what I'm gonna do? Maybe a little pond. Okay, that also doesn't look that nice. So let's get rid of the water. Maybe I should make it a little bit deeper. It's a log flume named. No, it's not. And presumably, I should say it's not yet. Okay, what if we do it now? No, I shouldn't do it. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Oh, whoops, a little bit of too much water. But I should change the ground. Also, I want the water to be the other way around. There we go. And, oh, I haven't used this plant yet. And let's put some reeds. Okay, I'm just going to be a little bit lazy. Okay, and then here I'm going to do it manually. Name it Drink Some Water. A proper jungle name might be nice. Well, Drink Some Water isn't bad, because you should all drink some water. A ball of water. I'll name it Drink Some Water. Drink some water. Let's save the park. Ah, nice. I quite like the jungle area. We have these fences. I should probably continue them for... Yeah, put them on both sides. It's much better. Okay, now it would be nice to just look through vegetation. See, it is useful. There we go. Is this a dangerously dense Mel's world or just a regular one? I mean, what do you think? I think the answer is pretty clear. Oh, I still have one of those ugly trees left. Let's put some bushes here. There we go. And then I think we're mostly done with this side of the park. Yeah, the trees are dense. That's fair. The trees are dense all across the park. It's a very densely tree-ified park. I think it's quite good. Thank you for the follow. A cardboard box and blue khakis. Is there anything else we should add to the jungle area? I like the candy section in the corner. That looks cool. Thank you. It's a nice contrast. Isn't it? I think we're pretty much done for today then. Because I don't really want to start another area now. Because these areas have taken about 1 hour apiece, slightly longer. Which is quite a bit of time. So I think that's going to be it for today. And in the meantime, I want to thank you very much for watching. Each and every one of you. I think you may have been able to feel that I've been slightly uncomfortable during the stream because I'm not that great at doing the whole scenery thing. I'm much more comfortable just building whatever rides and building like a park as I usually build them. But this is nice. I mean, this is a great shot, for example, a shot like this for a video. So let's see if I can find someone interesting to raid. Let's see, who's online that I follow? Mickle Mackle's playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. Oh, Max is playing. He's streaming Pokemon Red. So, Max is trying to get into streaming. But since he has no audience somewhere, obviously, because he's just starting out, he gets very few viewers. So I think it's nice to give him some. And if you like what he do, give him a follow and stick around. If you don't, you don't have to, of course. He plays Pokemon. He's doing a Pokemon Red Nuzlocke. He's planning to do more Pokemon Nuzlockes, I think he said. So if you like that, stick around. If you don't, that's fine too. But thank you very much. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Have a good night and have fun at Max's stream. Bye bye.